Good evening. How are you? Okay, we have left those Italians and those Swedes behind, and good luck. You don't have to read subtitles now. The next two are in English, so we plan that out every time so that, like at the hump in the festival, you actually get a little break, so you don't have to read any longer. So, but you're not going to really get a respite because you're about to see a pretty tough film for its time. And the main attraction here is that you're going to get to see Peter Sellers. If you haven't seen this film before, you're going to get to see Peter Sellers like you've not seen him before. There's nothing humorous about his performance in this film. It was kind of the last time he ever did this. He was very well known in England as a comedic actor in the 1950s and a comedic personality from doing The Goon Show and The Mouse That Roared and I'm All Right, Jack, where he is kind of a prick in that film, to be honest. But in 1960, he decided, I'm an actor and I have to show my range, and he made this film, and England sort of rejected it. This film only got mixed reviews on its initial release, but I think it's a much, much better film than that. And it kind of is as much a Western in some ways as it is a film noir. You'll see what I mean by the time it gets to Act 3. But it's a pretty striking and remarkable film. It's made by a director named John Gillerman, who was somewhat of a temperamental guy. I have not read much positive things about him from the crews that worked with him and a lot of the actors who worked with him. He was very difficult, very demanding, very much a perfectionist. He not only directed this movie, but he wrote the story that the screenplay is based on. And of course, he ended up coming to America and become a very, very successful Hollywood director, thanks largely to Darryl F. Zanuck, who took a shine to him and liked the way he went about managing a movie, and then he became sort of synonymous with big A-list productions in Hollywood like the Blue Max, and then he directed The Towering Inferno, and of course, as some people were discussing out in the lobby, they knew him first from directing King Kong, the version with Jessica Lange and Jeff Bridges. That's a John Gillerman film. But Richard Todd, the star of this movie, who is the protagonist opposite Sellers' antagonist, was a Hollywood actor from the 1940s and 50s who ended up going to England and making movies. And I think he gives a really tremendous performance in this film. Elizabeth Sellers is no relation to Peter Sellers. She is also one of the co-stars of this film. And a young man named Adam Faith plays the role of Tommy in this film. And he became, after this, he became a huge pop star in England. I think he had 7 consecutive records in the top 5 in England in the early 1960s. So if you're a pop music historian, probably Adam Faith sticks out from this movie as a guy who had an amazing career, mostly as a pop star, not as an actor. So that's what I have to say about this. I hope you were able to meet Janet Roger out in the lobby signing her book, Shamus Dust. She'll also be here after this film if you didn't get a chance to meet her. So please take advantage of that. And as I've said before, the Film Noir Foundation has its donation drive all day today. And before the last show of the evening, we will award one of those donors some prizes. So with that, buckle in. This is a rough ride, British style, and like I say, it is really a revelation to see Peter Sellers play a complete bastard in this film. So enjoy, never let go.